So these norms come from a woman named Jo Boaler, who's a professor at Stanford University, and she really believes in making math available to all. And she's also British, which is why she says maths, or maybe she's Australian. Either way, she says maths instead of math, like Americans do. But anyway, one of her beliefs is that everyone can learn math at a high level. And I really believe that as well. And that's one of the reasons why we have this class at Edina High School. Rather than having you, if you're struggling in math, we don't pull you out of your math class. We offer you support as you're learning math. Um, Next, she has believe in yourself because it changes what you can do. And I also believe in that. I think that if you believe you can't do it, then it's probably likely that you can't. But if you believe that you can, then that helps it make it possible that you can. Math is about creativity and making sense. I think that too often we've treated math like it's a rote subject where you just memorize stuff. And it's not. It's really like as you get into higher level math, it's about trying to solve problems and about making sense out of patterns. It's not about doing problems that are just like the example anymore. Mistakes and challenge are the best times for your brain. Really, I want to stress that if you aren't making mistakes, then your math is too easy for you and you need to find a harder math class. The way you learn is by making mistakes, just like the way you learn a sport is by doing it wrong first and then correcting yourself and doing it right. You have to try again and again in order to get it right. Um, Math is about learning, not performing. In school, it's very difficult to grade learning. It turns out it's easier to grade performance than it is to grade the process of learning. Um, but that doesn't mean that's what matters. It just means that's what's easier to measure. What matters is that you're learning, and I really want that to be emphasized in this class. Questions, oops, Questions and discussions deepen your mathematical understanding. I absolutely believe this, and I will have you participating in discussions both in class and online. Visualize and make connections to strengthen your brain. Math is a very visual subject, and so we want to make sure that we're continuing to see it that way rather than seeing it as something that happens inside of your head. We want it to also be visual. And depth is more important than speed. I think in American education, one of the problems that we have is really emphasizing you got to do this fast. Let's get going. Let's get it done. And there's kind of a get it done attitude, which makes it hard to stop and say, you solved that problem, but what if there's another way to do it? Because if we're only interested in speed, we don't care about another way of doing it. But if we care about depth, then another way of doing it might reveal some more beauty about the problem. Anyway, these are the norms that we hope to embrace in this class.